Imagine baking a cake without tasting it or checking it if it's rising. You would have no idea if it's turning out right until it's too late. So running a B2B marketing campaign without tracking metrics is just like that. You could be pouring time, effort, and money into your campaigns without knowing if they are working. In our last video, we explored data-driven success and learned how to measure performance effectively. Now today we will take a closer look at top metrics for evaluating your B2B campaigns. Now these metrics are your tools to ensure every campaign you run is moving the needle. Now stick with me until the end because the last few metrics we will cover can give you an unique edge. Trust me, you will not want to miss them. Now let's start with a simple truth. You cannot improve what you do not measure. Now B2B marketing is often a long game. The buying cycles are longer, decisions involve multiple stakeholders, and the stakes are high. Metrics give you a clear picture of what's working, what's not, and where to adjust your strategy. Now metrics matter because they, number one, provide clarity. They show how well your campaigns are performing. Second, they guide decision making. They help you allocate resources effectively. Then third, they prove ROI. They demonstrate the value of your marketing efforts to stakeholders. Now without metrics, you are flying blind. Now let's dive into the ones that matter most. Now lead generation is often the first goal of a B2B campaign. It is about getting people into your funnel. So some of the key metrics to track are: first is number one, number of leads, the total number of leads your campaign generates. Then second is cost per lead, CPL, the average cost of acquiring each lead. Then third is lead quality, the percentage of leads that meet your ideal customer profile. Now let's understand this with the help of an example. If you spend $2,000 on a LinkedIn ad campaign and generated 50 leads, your CPL is $40. But if only 10 of those leads are high quality, you know where to refine your targeting. So here's a pro tip. Focus on quality over quantity. A smaller number of qualified leads is better than a high volume of unqualified ones. Now, engagement metrics. See, engagement shows how well your audience is interacting with your content. It is a sign of interest and connection. So, some of the key metrics to track are: first, click through rate, CTR, the percentage of people who clicked on your ad or email. Second is time on page, how long visitors stay on a specific page. Then third is social media engagement, likes, shares, comments, and clicks. For example, an email with a 25% open rate and a 5% CTR is performing better than one with a 10% open rate and 2% CTR. So here's a pro tip. High engagement metrics indicate that your messaging resonates with your audience. Now use this data to refine your content. Now, conversion metrics. See, conversions are where the magic happens. They show how many people are taking the actions you want them to take. So some of the conversion key metrics to track are: number one is conversion rate, the percentage of visitors who complete a desired action. For example, filling out a form. Then cost per conversion, the average cost of each conversion. Then sales qualified lead, SQLs. These are the number of leads ready to be handed over to sales. For example, say if 100 people visit your landing page and 10 fill out the form, your conversion rate is 10%. Now, if you spend $500 on the campaign, your cost per conversion is $5. So, here's a pro tip: optimize your landing pages and CTAs to boost conversion rates. Now, pipeline matrix. So, once leads are in your funnel, it is essential to track how they are progressing towards becoming customers. So, some of the key metrics to track are: first is lead velocity rate, the rate at which leads are moving through your pipeline. Then the pipeline value, the total potential revenue from leads in your pipeline. Then third is sales cycle length, the average time it takes to close a deal. For example, if your lead velocity rate is slowing down, it could indicate bottlenecks in your sales process. So here's a pro tip. Regularly review pipeline metrics to identify and address roadblocks. Then we have revenue metrics. At the end of the day, marketing's ultimate goal is to drive revenue. Now these metrics show how your campaign contribute to the bottom line. So here are a few key metrics to track. First is marketing attributed revenue. This is the revenue directly linked to your campaigns. Then you have customer acquisition cost, CAC, CAC. This is the total cost of acquiring a new customer. Then you have customer lifetime value, the total revenue a customer is expected to generate over their lifetime. For example, if your customer acquisition cost is $1,000 and lifetime value is $10,000, your campaigns are profitable. So here's a pro tip. Aim for a high CLV to CAC ratio to ensure sustainable growth. Now retention matrix. So see, B2B marketing does not stop at acquisition. Retention metrics show how well you are keeping your customers engaged. So here are the key metrics to track. First is churn rate. This is the percentage of customers who stop using your product. Then second is net promoter score, NPS. It's a measure of customer satisfaction and loyalty. Then third is upsell, cross-sell revenue, revenue generated from existing customers. For example, if your churn rate is high, consider improving your onboarding process or customer support to reduce it. So here's a pro tip. Happy customers are your best advocates. So focus on retention to drive referrals and repeat business. Now ROI matrix. So return on investment is the ultimate measure of your campaign success. So here are a few key metrics to track. First is ROI, which is revenue minus cost divided by cost. Then a payback period. This is the time it takes to recoup your marketing investment. And then you have channel ROI, which is ROI for specific channels like email, social media, or paid ads. For example, if you spend $5,000 on a campaign that generated $20,000 in revenue, your ROI is 300%. So here's a pro tip. Break down ROI by channel to identify your most effective strategies. Now here's the part again you've been waiting for. Now these advanced metrics can give you a competitive edge. So first is attribution models. Understand which touch points contribute most to conversions. Then engagement to sales qualified lead ratio. Measure how effectively engagement translates into qualified leads. Then predictive metrics. Use AI tools to forecast campaign outcomes based on historical data. So here's a pro tip. These metrics require deeper analysis but offer insights which can revolutionize your approach. And there you have it. Top metrics for evaluating your B2B campaigns. From lead generation and engagement to pipeline and revenue metrics. We've covered the full spectrum. The key takeaway: metrics are more than numbers. They are your guide to making informed decisions and driving continuous improvement. So take a moment to reflect on your current campaigns. Are you tracking the right metrics? Are you using the data to refine your strategies? So now is the time to take action. In our next video, we will explore scaling B2B marketing efforts for long-term growth. Now, this is where you will learn how to expand your strategies without losing focus. So see you there.